3 minutes.
All right, hello, my name is Rick Hughes. I'm a San Juan County Council member from District 2, currently sitting for Residency District 2, which would be Orcas and Waldron. My wife and I run Ray's Pharmacy. We've come from a couple families that have been on the island for quite a bit. My son is 6th generation Orcas on his mom's side and 4th on my side. I got into government because I felt that I was having a hard time with the county and felt like there wasn't as good customer service, and I felt like Orcas wasn't receiving some of we collect a lot of taxes, the biggest part of a non or an unincorporated area, and I felt like it was important for us to bring more projects back here. I've tried to focus on localization of services. We started having a planning department office, is now open 1 day a week at the senior center. We're working on better communications. We have a new county website. We're in the process of providing a quicker and easier access to information. A good example too is I try to make myself available. We've done some work on the Fern Street parcel that the county owns in town, and there was some miscommunication on what was going on, and so I was able a couple days ago to sit with 12 folks on the parcel and talk about the process of the history of that parcel and where we're going forward for a nice centerpiece of land in the community. And then simplification, and we've taken roughly 3.5 years, have brought in all new staff at all our department head levels, and now I'm looking forward to taking a chance next year to, the next couple of years, to not only while we're updating the Growth Management Act or the Comprehensive Plan, have a chance to make our code simpler, easier to use and easier to understand. Our current council has done a really good job at holding the line on our budget. We've kept the budget put together. We lowered solid waste excise tax. We've also, in the last 2 weeks, just refinanced half of the county debt. The debt's down $3 or $4 million since we took office to just under $12 million. So we refinanced $6.1 million and dropped 2% of the percentage points, which will save us close to, I think it's $1.2 million over 20 years. So we've tried to be fiscally responsive. We're working on becoming a little bit more customer service focused. We're also trying to get projects that have been on the books for many years completed. Deer Harbor Bridge is going to be completed. We finished the Cattle Point Road project on San Juan that took roughly 10 years. We've been working on Prunelli, will start coming up pretty soon in the Orcas Road project, as well as what I've always wanted to do is to have east-sound curb gutter and sidewalks, so not only to have better stormwater improvements, but to have the ability for all people to be going back and forth and be able to use the community well. And I also think this council strives really hard to have a balance and a pragmatic centric approach while supporting economic development, but at the same time maintaining environmental impacts that we have in the community. We've been very fortunate. The land bank has made 3 really great purchases, one here in Orcas, which is Buck Bay Preserve, which is going to be an amazing purchase on Olga, near Olga, and then Mount Grant, and Zylstra Lake on San Juan, which are great public access points. So thank you very much. I look forward to answering your questions.
I'm Bob Jarman. I'm presently the councilman for San Juan District Number 1, and it's been my honor to serve all the citizens of San Juan County for these last 4 years. I had learned to serve all of San Juan County through my employment at the phone company where I worked for 30 years in these islands, and in that 30 years I learned quite a bit about the entire community, the entire islands. I can honestly say that I've been on every county road in the county, and been to every road end and everywhere there is in the county. The reason I ran the first time for the county commissioner seat was because of the fact is I always wanted to do something for my county that I was able to fix. When I worked at the telephone company, I always had upper management and people above me that pretty much restricted what I could do. Decided to run for the county council because of the fact is that I would be the person at the top that could make a difference. Throughout my 40+ years here in the county, I've always worked to better the county, one way or the other, through civic organizations, through volunteerism, and I feel I got strong roots in the islands. We have coming before us a lot of big challenges. We have the comprehensive plan update that's due in 2018. I was here when the first comprehensive plan was put together. I saw the struggles and everything that the communities went through, been aware of it. I even wrote a few parts in the comprehensive plan. I'm familiar with how the plan works. I've got the knowledge the local knowledge to make sure that I can represent all of our citizens when we get ready to put the comprehensive plan together, and also to address the holes that are in it. Our volunteer stewardship program will be coming up, and we should be able to put that on the books. The volunteer stewardship program will give us the ability to take back the lands that we had historically used as agricultural, still protect them as a wetland, but be able to use them as we have done in the past. I feel it's very important to have the knowledge to move forward with that as well too, and I do have that. The other big issue we have is our SMP plan. It should be approved, but there may be some things that come back on it, and I want to be here to take care of those problems. There's a lot of other issues out there, and I hope that we bring up quite a few of them during the question and answers, and I look forward to serving the county in the future.
Hi, my name is Michael Durland. I'm going to read this. I've been in Orcas for about 39 years. I've raised a family here, have two long-standing businesses. I'm running for county council because of what I've seen and experienced in county government over the last several years. The greatest deterrent to a functioning government and to a functioning economy is their arbitrary enforcement of codes and regulations. I've seen this firsthand and also with several friends. Even the county employees union, they're worried that if they do not follow their managers or elected officials' demands, even though it conflicts with past experience and standard procedure, they may be up for review and may lose their jobs. That's no way to manage a government. We must all trust our elected officials and appointed officials and employees. This is why this election is so important. With the vast number of new regulations in the critical area ordinance and the Shoreline Master Program, citizens must be assured that they will be treated fairly and that all regulations will apply equally. It's all connected. Critical areas, shoreline preservation, shoreline development, affordable housing, transient rentals, our tourist industry, and our local economy. More often than not, this administration has been reactive rather than proactive, and I will seek to change that.
I'm Bill Watson, candidate for District Number 1, San Juan County Council. I'd like to thank you all for coming this evening and providing this opportunity to have a dialogue. I came to Friday Harbor in 2006. I worked for the local Economic Development Council as a part-time job for 3 years. I was also elected to the 2012 Charter Review Commission. I have over 20 plus years of management experience, managing individuals and budgets. I also have 30 plus years as a critical thinker and problem solver, and I'm a person who likes to get things done. I'd like to highlight 3 of the main issues that I've heard through neighborhood conversations that I've had during the campaign. First, I think won't be surprising to anyone, it's affordable rental housing. It's a clear problem today. Employers can't hire workers because they can't find housing. We've known about this issue since 2000. It was refreshed in our minds in 2008, and yet we've had no actions taken, no meaningful actions to actually solve this problem or address it. It's time to actually do it now. I would commit to actually prioritizing this work within the county to get it done. There are proposed land use regulations from the housing bank. There are plans in the planning department. It's never been prioritized. Second issue is the complex, confusing, ambiguous, costly land use regulations. This uncertainty from the land use regulations is costing businesses. It's threatening private property values and private property rights. It's also costing us lots of dollars through wasted staff time, through litigation. We need to sit there and clean up the regulations so that the common person understands what they mean. And we need to roll all of the interpretations into the regs. If that's how we're interpreting it, why don't the regs actually say it that way? And I would commit myself to doing this. You clean up the regulations and we'll save the county money down the road, and we'll save citizens money down the road. The third issue is the local economy. Clearly, a main element of our local economy is tourism. We need to maintain that because that's what's driving our engine right now. But we need to augment it with year-round employment businesses with paying good wages. And I would initiate a recruitment program with the Economic Development Council and the local chambers to actually recruit additional businesses to be able to offer those kind of jobs. I would also sit there and support the agricultural organizations to promote farming, local food production, and attracting new young farmers to work our fields, our farms that are available. These are just three of the top issues that have come up during my conversations with folks that I would actually work on. I look forward to our discussion and questions. Thanks.